Alright, this Lonely Pine Bee Farm here. This little 5 frame right here was the split that we picked up on Saturday, this past Saturday. Today is March 30th, so that would have been the 27th. And when we picked up when we picked up the swarm, we added 3 drawed out combs of brood comb, and I put 2 empty frames on the outsides. And I'm just kind of wanting to look into them, and I believe we're going to put them in an 8 frame, and we're going to add another frame for them to give them some more room. But this is pretty much just to kind of show everybody what bees can do in 4 or 5 days. Especially being that there was a swarm, they was already full up on nectar and honey and all that, pollen and all that good stuff. So we're just going to kind of show you what they can do in about 4 or 5 days. So here we go. See if I can do this one-handed here. And I need to get me a photographer. That's what I need to do. But anyway, let's see if we can do this without any equipment. Maybe we won't get stung. But anyway, as you can look down in there, I mean, you can see they're up in there. And it was a fairly decent sized swarm. So it was a swarm that was over at Miss Beth Lewis's place. So, but what we're going to do is we're going to transfer them either way. Because what I like to do is especially if I'm running double deeps, I'll leave a couple of frames out of the top box, and that kind of lets you know if they need more room or not. So let's just see how gentle we can do this, and without making these girls mad. Make sure the queen is not on the cover nowhere. And as you can see, I mean, they've got all 5 frames covered up. So I'm gonna set this over here to the side. I don't really normally do hive inspections while I'm holding the camera. So I know this frame right here, this frame and this frame was empty. It had a partial piece of comb at the top about 1 inch deep, just to give them a guide to go by, and that was it. So slide all these over a little bit more. So far they're pretty calm, which is awesome. Get it broke loose here, and I'm going to try to pick that frame up with my hand, and then basically we're going to transfer it from one to the other. So I'll get my box ready here. Alright, let's do this here. Kind of see where they're at on comb building. As you can see, they've already lots of bees down at the bottom. It's real nice and gentle here. But as you can see, there was very little bit of comb across that top. I mean, it was very little, but as you can see, they've done drawed out. Let's pull it back a little bit. That's how much they've drawed out just since I put them in there. And we're going to kind of just take a peek and just see. Pretty much looks like I don't want to stir them up too bad, so let's back this camera off a little bit for y'all. Not seeing any eggs in there, but you know, it's covered up in bees. So like I said, we're not gonna stir them up too bad, and we're gonna set that frame right there like that. Now this is the comb, this is the frame that I'm gonna add to them. So basically I'm gonna slide that right there. We're only gonna give them 1 extra frame right now. That's all we're gonna give them. And but like I said, we will be leaving some frames out of the one side, and basically what they'll do if they need more room, they want to start drawing more comb, they'll actually stick it to the inner cover. That's kind of how I do it. Let's see, we can just kind of, I don't have my smoker on me, so I'm just gonna see if we can just kind of scoop these girls over. And like I said, there's a big old fat drone right there. Let's see if we can do this without getting stung. like I said, I'm using my left. Let's switch hands here. Get my right hand involved. I'm a little stronger in my right hand than I am my left hand. Okay, it's pretty heavy. Okay, pretty much it's like mostly honey. So what we might do here, because I'm not seeing no eggs, looks like all nectar, a little bit of pollen in there. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put this one on the, let me check the other side of the frame right quick. Yeah, it looks like mostly just nectar and a little bit of pollen. We're going to actually put it on the outside. I didn't really want them to do that. I wanted them to draw that out. I mean, not draw it out, but I wanted that for the queen to lay in. That was my kind of my goal there. So we're going to stick that in between here. Alright, and then we're going to grab another frame. I might end up having to walk and go get another empty frame. Might. I don't know. We're going to see what we got going on here. Sorry for the camera angle. I don't want to squish no bees and get stung, so. And I don't want to drop this frame because the queen's on it. And like I said, it's still a little early. I've only been in here about, let's see if I can hold this here. I actually need to get me a frame holder. Alright, what I'm gonna do, I mean, you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna pause the video. That way I can kind of look and see what's going on here. And then we'll start back. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna set the phone down. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just set this frame right here. Anyway, but I'll be back just here in 1 second. Okay, here's the frame on the other side, and as you can see, they're drawing it out fairly decent. So that's what they've done in about 4 days. It's looking like they're putting all the nectar in the stores, and I don't really like that too well. So we're gonna go through this a little bit more and see if I can find the queen, make sure she's laying, and so just kind of stay tuned. All right, didn't see the queen, didn't really see no eggs. But like I said, it is still early. I mean, today's the 4th day. But basically, I really wanted to put them in an 8 frame anyway and set it up like this. As you can see, I've only got 6 frames in an 8 frame box. So basically what's going to happen here is I'm going to let them tell me when they need more room. And how I do that is basically leave frames out. Some people like that, some people don't. That's just how I prefer to do it, because I don't have to worry about if there's more comb than what the bees can handle, because pretty much whenever they start drawing out new comb, they're good. I mean, all 5 frames are covered, so I know there's not more comb than they need. So when they start drawing out comb off the bottom, then pretty much that tells me they're ready. So anyway, we're going to put the cover on it. And while I'm in here, I want to explain to y'all about the hive top feeders as well. So let's get these girls to go up in the box. And we'll just, like I said, I don't have my smoker, so just kind of scoop them over real slow. And set the inner cover on. Okay. Now this is my inner cover. A lot of people use these. Basically, they're about 3.5 inches tall. Got 2 holes in the front. My newer covers don't actually have 3 holes in there. They've only got 1. This is one of my older covers. But anyway, I made a video earlier about the hive top feeders and things like that. But this is basically what it is. As you can see, it's got a little spout. It sits right down in that middle hole, so the bees are able to access and come up through. It's got this little plastic cover that goes right there like that. So if you need to feed, which right now it don't look like I need to, the bees are able to come up through, access the sugar water on the outside without actually getting over here on this side. So you're actually able to feed your bees without opening the hive up. Now, like I said, keep in mind, my newer boxes do not have these other two holes. It's just the one in the middle. So if I'm using a newer box, I don't have to worry about the bees coming out through these other holes. Once you fill up the feeder, you just put the lid back on, and that's it. You can get these on Amazon. I get mine from Barnyard Bees. Give them a call. They're fairly cheap. They last forever as long as you keep them out of the sun just about, and they work great. So give Dave a call at Barnyard Bees. He'll hook you up, and or you can get online and order it online, however you want to do it. But anyway, just showing you how I transfer a 5-frame nuke with a swarm that was in it into an 8-frame box, and why I leave out frames at the same time. So basically, we're going to leave these girls alone for a while, at least probably 2 weeks, week to 2 weeks, and then when I come in and see that they're drawing comb from the bottom of the inner cover, I know they need more room. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is Lonely Pine Bee Farm. Hope everybody's doing well. Give me a big thumbs up. If you like, subscribe to my channel, help me grow. If there's a video that you'd like to see that I haven't done, or if there's anything that you need to know or like to know that I can help out with, just give us a call. Give us a little chat in the comment section, and we'll get back to you just as soon as we can. So thanks for watching, and I hope everybody's doing well and having a great year this year. Lonely Pine Bee Farm. God bless. We're out.